Well, my name is Bridget Dean, and I've been with TennCare for almost 4 years now. I currently work with the Administrative Judge Unit from the Office of General Counsel. I am the sole legal assistant in a group of about 28 administrative judges, so I'm quite busy on a daily basis, but it's the most fun job I've had in a long time. I graduated high school in 1992, and I worked for almost a year after that. I knew I wanted to go into the military. I wasn't sure which branch. My father was a Marine, my uncle was in the Air Force, my other uncle was in the Army. I had cousins in the Navy. We're just a big military family. So my father did not want me to go into the Marine Corps, and he showed me a little taste of what it would be like in Marine boot camp, which is definitely strenuous, more strenuous than other services, or other branches rather. So he loved the movie Platoon, which is really rough on the boot camp participants. So he would do like a mini boot camp for me and would yell at me and make me do push-ups and sit-ups and stuff, and he'd be like, "This is how it's gonna be. You're gonna do push-ups all day long till you can't breathe," and so it was pretty rough. So I'm like, well, maybe I'll think about some other branches of the service. I was in the United States Air Force for nearly 5 years. I was a command and control specialist. The highest rank I achieved was senior airman, which is E4. I worked mainly in underground bunkers where you handled a lot of top secret information that came through from different organizations that we worked with. But our big thing at our base, because it was a training base, was the status of resources and training system, which is called SORTS. And that's a monthly report that it was my job to send to the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, which at the time was General Shalikashvili and also Colin Powell. So both of those gentlemen got to see my name come across their desk, so I think that's kind of cool. One time, a civilian aircraft crashed on the base in the middle of the base golf course while the base commander happened to be playing a round of golf with one of his co-workers. So that was frightening because he watched it happen, so he was a little frazzled as well. Well, he called me up on his cell phone, and, well, it was a brick cell phone at that time because it was a long time ago. But he called me up and said, "Airman Young, there was a plane that just crashed right in front of me. I'm on my way over to you right now. Do what you need to do." Unfortunately, that was like a Saturday morning or a Sunday morning, and there was no one around. Single-handedly helping to make sure that everything got handled in there. That was stressful, but also it was very rewarding knowing that I could do it all myself. I actually ended up getting a base award for that. So, but it wasn't about the award, but just making sure that a single person could handle all those things it was a learning experience for our whole unit. So I have a hat that I keep actually at my desk. It says United States Air Force Veteran, and I mainly have it there as a conversation starter in case someone walks by and actually was in the military. And one of our contractors that's working on one of our upcoming software developments came by and said, "Were you in the Air Force?" And I said, "I sure was." And she said, "So was I." That's awesome. We had an automatic bond just because of that. So we talked about where we were stationed, just like automatic friendship, because you both, you've been through the same sort of training, you've been through the same sort of situations. It's like an automatic sisterhood. So it's pretty cool. For the most part, I've never had anyone say thank you for your service until I lived in Tennessee. So I thought that was really special. And I was like, that is the volunteer state, and they appreciate military volunteers. So, and also goes with, things like discounts and things like that, that you don't get those other places, not really. But Tennessee is really amazing about taking care of its veterans. Even one like me who's not even from Tennessee. I'm from Illinois, but still, they love me here, and I'm happy. On Veterans Day, just remember the sacrifices that all the previous veterans, current veterans, those have passed on in other wars, and other times, just the service that they gave and the sacrifices that they gave were for you and for everybody, and we were happy to do it.